What is up, my beautiful people? Welcome to today's video where I'm gonna be working on this beautiful Aston Martin. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. I don't even know how to pronounce the name of the car. I know it starts with an A. I know it looks like this, a coupe. As you guys can see, we have it here in the shop. We're gonna be doing Starlights ambient lighting. Believe it or not, this car actually belongs to a football player here in Georgia. Super dope that I'm getting to work on this car. Now, a few things before I start on today's video. I've never worked on an Aston Martin. I want you guys to come along and work on it with me for the first time ever. I do believe they are similar to the Rolls Royces. I've worked on Rolls Royces before. Not really tricky. It's just like the pieces to come off, they're really like on there. They're like the clips they use on those higher end cars, man, amazing. But the clips they use on Hondas and like Kias and all that, man, some trash. Say that. But let's get right into today's video. I'm gonna see what tools we need here in a little bit. I know we need the Allen keys, Allen wrenches. So I have a set that goes on a drill to make it easier to come off. I think we're gonna need definitely like a popping tool, like a panel popper. And I'll let you guys know what I need more here in a little bit. If this doesn't like encourage you guys to like, you know, go out there and try new things, I don't know what will, because I'm out here working on a $200,000 car, I think, ish, maybe more. Let me know down below how much this car costs. And we're kind of not really going in blindsided. I know where the fuse box is. I know where to kind of hide the box. So I know some things about this car already on the Starlight installation. But welcome to today's video. I'm going to be walking you in depth on potentially how to install Starlights on this if you're looking to do it too. So sit back and relax and grab some popcorn. And welcome to today's video. Alright, so first thing that we need to do is get this one piece off because it's two separate pieces. Well, multiple pieces. So it's one piece right here, this other piece goes all the way right here and it stops right here, and then there's another C-pillar piece right here, and then one more piece right here. But it looks like they need to come out in order. So this one comes off first, then this side piece. I already got this plastic piece off right here. There's another one right here. There's like a little screw behind there. This piece comes off second, like I said, and then it feels like, yeah, then this C-pillar would come off after, and then this fourth one to then finally get this headliner down. Yeah, it almost reminds me of like a Lambo headliner. It's not that big, but we're gonna be doing 900 Starlights in here. As you guys can see, it's not that big. It's only from like right here, then right here to the front. So let me get this front side off here first, where it looks like it's just like the little Allen pieces, like I was saying right here. 1, 2, potentially here in the middle it's just screws. Like maybe I gotta pop this off, but I'll see here in a little bit. But actually looking at it, no, I'm tripping. So this piece comes off second, this one comes off first, because this one, this A-pillar is overlapping this top piece. So over here it's going to be a Torx, and over here is going to be a Torx screw too. So take that off first, and then this panel piece should pop right off. So I'm going to do that right now. So as you guys can see, I got both screws off. Right here is a Torx 30, and the panel piece is already popping off. So then now we just got to get it off. You guys can see it is getting held on here by more Torx. It's going to be one, yeah, just one right here. This is exactly how the Rolls Royce was. It had like one over here and then one over here. So we're gonna get this off, and then this panel piece is ready to come off. I did forget to mention that this piece that was right here, this one I had to take it off because it sits behind here. It's like connected, so I had to take this piece off to get this one off, the A-pillar. But once that comes off, the piece is just like exposed right here. So then this side is off. I'm about to go ahead and go on the other side. So far it's looking pretty easy. As you guys can see right here, this piece is already like wanting to come off. It's just connected right here to this, and then potentially maybe one here in the middle, one over here. I'm gonna have to see, but yeah, looking pretty good so far. As you guys can see, I got that side visor off. I am currently using a, what is this, 4mm Allen wrench, and well, not Allen wrench, but it's on a drill, but the Allen bit. And then you just take two screws off, and this literally just pops right down. So let me do this side and I'll be right back to you guys. How to take this off, because I have a feeling it just might be clipped in, but there might be something behind here. I stand corrected. So I put this plastic piece aside, and then there's a torque screw right there which is holding it up. So I'm gonna get this off, and then it doesn't look like I need to disconnect anything from here. It looks like the panel is just gonna come right over this the rear view mirror, and then there's nothing behind here, so you don't gotta check. You could check behind there just in case, but there's nothing behind there. I just checked right now, and then it looks like I just need to disconnect maybe one wire for the speakers and then the light. All right, so once this piece comes down from taking that screw off, you're gonna come here and then get this wire loom, wire harness. It looks like it just disconnects right here at this one bottom connection to get the connection off, to get this whole piece off. And then after that, we can move to the back seat pillars. Let me get this harness piece off and I'll be right back with you guys. All right guys, so as you can see, I have my back seat pillar off. All I really had to do was, there was a screw right here at the top. You're gonna take that one off. It's a T30 as well. And then there's gonna be a screw right here. As you can see at the back, you're gonna pop this little plastic piece off. It's gonna look like this. And then there's gonna be another screw here, but then this one you could just twist it off of your hand. And then this whole piece right here, this C-pillar piece, is gonna come off. It's just gonna pop down right here. It's like clipped on, so it's just those two screws, because there's this screw that goes down in here, so then you do need to take this screw off, because if not, this top piece is not going to come off. So then this piece just pops down. Next, after that, we're going to move to this other piece right here, this piece. So I'll be right back, guys. All right, so once you get this seat pillar off, this is when you can take this top panel off, and it just clips off. There's no screws holding this up, it just clips. So then I'm gonna disconnect this wire right here and then take it off, and then I think, yeah, it looks like we'd be ready to take off this top panel piece, which is where the Starlights are gonna go. All right, lastly, to take this top panel off, it's looking like we're gonna take two Phillips screws off. Tell right there, there's one right there, there's another one right there. It looks like here at the front, once we take those screws off, this front piece is just kind of come off this top ledge, and then it'll come right out. So let me go ahead and do that right now, and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, as you guys can see, this top piece is looking like it's ready to want to come out. Boom. Oh my gosh, that is it. No freaking way. That was actually pretty quick. Now, yeah, I'll probably take it out the back so I don't damage any carbon here in the front, since the back is a little hatch. Yeah, it looks like it'll be easier to take it out here in the back. But that's not even a headliner. That's a freaking piece of cardboard. Oh my gosh. You would think an expensive car like this would have like a way better headliner or something. It's just like a really thin piece of like cardboard looking plastic. So I want to mark up exactly where to put stars, because it looks like if I put too many to the edge, it'll get blocked by all like the little panel pieces, since the panel pieces are kind of like overlapping it. Because the panel pieces, like the A pillar, the C pillar, the panel in the front, the panel in the back, that's what kind of holds the headliner up. Because it's not really attached to anything. It only has the two screws in the back that I just took off, and it slides off the front. So in theory, for it to stay up fully, you need to slide it in, put the screws in, and then put the panel pieces on like quick, so then it doesn't like start sagging. Once we put the Starlights, the way I do the Starlights, I leave them super flat, so I shouldn't run into that issue. Let me get this headliner out. I'll probably get it out the back seat right here. If you guys wanted to get out the side over here, that's totally fine too. Yeah, I don't want to scratch anything there, even though I could just put my little handy dandy cover, but I'll just take it out the back. So you guys can see, this is what I got. This is how I got it out. Like this. It's like super like flimsy, but it should look good. Yeah, you can kind of tell where the panels were. You could see the markings, so it shouldn't have to come out too much. So you see, like if I do Starlight, like you can see the line right here, right, coming straight across. If I do Starlights here, it's gonna be pointless because you wouldn't be able to see it. So what we want is a Starlight on the inner side. So just go ahead and get started with this. I'm gonna be leading all my Starlights out of here, this back left corner. The reason I say that is potentially because I have a fuse box right here on the driver's side. I have a fuse box, so I could just fuse tap here, or I believe the other fuse tap under this carpet piece and right behind there, in front of like where the passenger feet would go. So let me actually check if these fuses over here are ignition sourced or if they're just constantly on. If they're just constantly on, I'm gonna have to go down the right pillar instead of the left pillar. I'm thinking right now is going down the left pillar, and then the box would go back here. You guys can see how much space there is back there. That's what I'm thinking right now, but the game plan might actually change right now that I check those fuses. I'm about to use my probe tester to check if there's power on right now or if there's only power on when the car is on. So I'll be right back with you guys on that information. All right guys, so I've found out that I can go through the left side because there is a fuse over here that is off. As you guys can see, this 15 amp fuse right here is off right now, right? You can see it has 0.5, right? That means it's not on. Also, I think this one, yeah, this one has 0.5 too, but if I tap this 10 right here, it has 12 volts. So we don't want this one. We want this 5 one and then this 15 one right here. As you can see, every other fuse is on. So this is how you check what fuse is on. So all these fuses are on when the car's off, but only this 5 amp right here and only this 15 amp right here, second to the bottom, is off. But then as soon as we put the car in ignition, let me see if I could set you guys up. So I'm gonna put the car in ignition right now. 3, 2, and 1. So you see, it turned on, right? So I'm gonna turn my ignition off now. Boom, it turns off. So then now I 100% know that this 15 and this 5 is an ignition source. So I'm gonna use this 5 one. I could probably use, because I'm doing ambient lightings and starlights to this car, so I could probably use this one fuse tap right here for both ambient and stars. But maybe to be on the safer side, I probably am gonna do 1, 2, and then leave the ambient lighting on here, since the ambient lighting doesn't really draw that much, and then leave the starlights at the bottom. But technically I can run 2 things out of one right here, out of the 115 amp. I can't run 2 things out of the 5 amp because that's way too little power. This could only run 1 thing if you're fuse tapping the 5 amp, but the 15 amp, from what I was told from the research I've done, 15 amps can run 2 things. 10 amps too. 10 amps could run 2 things, and then 20 is per. 7.5, kind of pushing it to run 2 things out of 1 fuse tap, but have I done it before? I think I've done like 2 7.5s, but if it's a 5 amp, you guys can see right there, I would try to just stick to 1 thing coming out of a 5 amp. But from a 15, 2 things coming out of 15, it's not going to be an issue. So I'll probably just stick to this one and then run the starlight and the ambient power wire from here, and then probably just get my ground from like this back bolt or something. As you guys can see, yeah, that's negative. Probably even here. Yeah, all of this is negative. Are you negative? Nope. Are you negative? It's negative right here too. Yeah, or probably I gotta find something easy, you know. This part of the car is not grounded? What? I thought this was a chassis. It's only this. Probably use this one right here. It's the easiest to get to, it looks like, because it's straight right here. Yeah, so I'm grounding my bolt right here. You guys can see it's, this green means it's ground. And then of course when it's red, that means it has power. So that concludes me knowing that I can run my box over on this left side, on this side, because that fuse box is on the left side. So then I'm just gonna run my wire here and then tuck it behind here to get it to the back Starlight box. So yeah, let me get started on drilling these holes over here for this headliner. I'll measure out how much slack I need on the fibers to get it from the top to the bottom. See that in a little bit. With that being said, enjoy this time lapse. Woo! Sheesh. Look at that. This looks like 1300. Like usually this is what 1300 looks like, all bunched up together. Dang. Huh? Come look at this. It looks so fire. I've never seen such a tiny headliner with like so many. Like, yeah,
that's wild, dude.
Camera can't even like really pick it up. Sheesh. All right, so here I got it on a weight setting, and as you guys can hear, no scratching, man. That sounds like I'm just rubbing my hand against the headliner with no starlights, and I can go as fast as I can. Nothing. You already know what's up. And then I want to show you guys how the back looks right now. Looks like this. I had some extra ones, so I just cut it here, so that's why it looks like that there. But as you guys can see, it is super flat down to the actual headliner, so it shouldn't interfere with it going back on. But yeah, I'm gonna get this bad boy back in right now. It is currently 6:09, so let's see how long it takes me to get back inside. It shouldn't take me long, to be honest. It was a really easy headliner to take out. I thought I was gonna struggle, but nope. So I'm gonna go get the car right now. Then I'll show you guys how it looks once we have everything installed. I'll probably get started on ambient lighting after. And then I'll show you guys how it looks inside the car later at night today. So stay tuned. Alright guys, I want to update you on some things. I got this C-pillar in the back on, this one middle piece on, this other C-pillar on. That C-pillar right there, it gave me the worst time of my life for like an hour because the fibers are running down that C-pillar. And then they come right behind here. And then the box is right behind here. So that pillar was giving me an issue because it couldn't fit because of the fibers. But then I spreaded the fibers open. It took me a while to get it clipped back in because it's clipped. And then remember, there is one screw over there, right there. And my wire is running down this back panel, comes over and under right here, and then I fuse tap this one right here. So I'm gonna fuse tap my Starlight back here, that way I'm not running two things out of that fuse tap I was showing you guys over there, the fuse tap by the steering wheel. I fuse tapped it right here to the 10 amp, and then I got my ground right here. So then now my Starlights work, but I haven't turned them on. Well, I did turn them on, and I kind of like cheated, and I looked right around this area right here, just like a little patch of stars, because I want to get my genuine reaction of this with you guys, how it looks inside the car. You know, we saw it outside the car, but inside the car it's just gonna look totally different. Got my fuse tap in here, gonna put this panel piece back on, gonna start putting my A-pillars on this front piece, and then that should be it for the Starlights. And then I'll get started as soon right into the doors. It looks like it's gonna be easy to get these door panels off. There's like one screw in here. There should be a screw behind here. This most likely has to come off too. And then I don't see any possible thing right here. Maybe like this got to come off, but we're gonna put ambient lighting. I think I'm gonna start it like right here. Yeah, right here, and then right over here, my friend. Put one ambient lighting right here. And then we'll see what else we could do on a dash. Probably one right here. On a dash, doesn't really look like I could do anything else. But yeah, let me get all this stuff situated. This A-pillar, this middle piece. And then I'll be right back with you guys. Real quick, I wanted to show you guys how to get this door panel off. There's going to be a 10mm bolt behind here. There's going to be a screw behind here. This Torx right here. This cushion part comes off, and there's going to be a Torx behind right here. And then this panel piece right here comes off, and there's going to be a Torx right here. After all those bolts and Torx are off, you're going to get this panel off by prying it off. And that's how you get it off. Super easy and simple. I'm gonna get this one off right now and install the ambient lighting on this door, and I'll be right back with you guys. Finish that door over there, finish the Starlights, finish the front dash, the center console right here. I just need this door, and then I'll show you guys how it all looks with the lights off. All right guys, just finished on the install, about to check it out right now. As you guys saw, I have everything put together, the doors, the headliner. Better get inside right now. Check this bad boy out. Have the lights off, so then we get a proper 100% look at this. So remember how I said at the beginning, I've never worked on Aston Martin, and then look at me now, getting ready to turn the ignition on, look at my work, look over it, admire it. The reason I'm bringing that up again in a video is because I really want to come on here and not just show you guys how to do this stuff, but also just inspire you guys to like go out there and try something new. You know, I'm not really scared on working on these high-end cars at this point because I'm very comfortable with what I do and how I do it. I kind of know the in and outs of almost all the big supercars now. You know, if a Bugatti ever came in, you know, that's a different story right there. But isn't Bugatti owned by BMW? No, I think it's Volkswagen as well, right? I don't know. But this headliner and these doors, man, they came off so easy. That's what I love about, you know, just trying new things. At one point, the door felt like it wasn't coming off, right? So instead of you yanking on the door, you got to find out why that door is not coming off. And of course, a screw behind a secret panel was a reason that the panel wasn't coming off, the whole door panel. But I got it. Literally, I am so excited to turn this car on right now. My first Aston Martin with Starlights. I don't know how many supercars I've done at this point. Is this considered a supercar? It's a $200,000 car, you know. What I love about this headliner is that it's the headliner that's kind of like a square, you could say, you know. This isn't like a traditional headliner to where it's like, you can see it's like a square. So it's like the Starlights aren't all round how, you know, we're used to looking at it. So I'm super excited to see how it looks. We're gonna turn it on in 3, 2, 1. And then we got the ambient turning on right now. Yo, I have no words right now. Oh my gosh. This looks insane. Oh my gosh, man. chat? Can I get a W in the chat, man? We just completed Starlights and ambient lighting in a Aston Martin, man. I still don't know how to pronounce the name of this car, but we did Starlights in an Aston Martin. Oh my gosh. This looks incredible. Bro, I kind of want to like low-key cry. What the fuck? Why am I getting emotional? Oh fuck, bro. Fuck. Man, this is what it's all about. I'm doing things out here that I never thought I was gonna be doing, you know? Working on a Aston Martin that belongs to a football player. I forget what team he's on. I don't know if it's the Falcons or the Seahawks, but man, life is amazing. Life is amazing. Let's get this bottom angle right here. Oh my gosh, bro, look at that. This guy's gonna be riding around in style. Man, this is why I love my camera, because it's such a wide angle lens. It's literally capturing everything. Man, you know, get a little cruise action. Oh, let's switch it to color mode real quick. I really love putting it in color modes, because that's really truly what most people run. But I know this guy for certain, it looks like he's going to want to run white like this, because he was referencing a picture of Rolls Royce, and then that's a picture he sent us that he wanted it to look like. So I have a feeling he's going to be running white, but let's turn it to this real quick. Oh my gosh. And then look at the ambient lighting. Ambient lighting just looks so freaking good too. Let me know down below what you guys think, man. Here's the other door. You got the front little piece right there. You got on the sides. I think this really like touches it up right here. The side. And right there on the front dash. Man, oh man, was this worth it? Literally earlier, you know how I told you guys that I was like stressing about this back seat pillar where it wasn't going in, but it went in. It's in. And then we got the headliner complete. I do think this is a most amount of stars on a Austin of this type of generation and model. I want to say it is, because usually people on these type of headliners, they only put like 400 Starlights, I want to say, and then this is 900 Starlights right here. 900 Starlightsations. Oh my gosh, man, guys, I really feel like I accomplished something. I always like put myself down in a way where it's like I always like overthink everything. I overthink life and just like, you know, the path that I'm taking. And you know, I have a lot of stuff in the back end that's like sucks, right? This right here just really sparks a smile inside of me where it's like, damn, like you made it to this. Imagine how much farther I could go, you know? Like, this is still only the beginning, and there's so much path ahead of me where it's like I'd be stopping myself. If I stop now, it's like, you know, I'm not hurting anybody else but myself. Man, this looks amazing. I could just sit here all day and admire this car. Like, look at this angle like this right here. Imagine he's driving like this. Let's get a little side profile. I think this is a good thumbnail. Nah, I think I'm gonna get a thumbnail of just... I'll see how we do the thumbnail. If you guys like the thumbnail, let me know down below in the comments too, man. But I think I'm gonna end the video here. He should be coming tomorrow to pick the car up. We're gonna get his reaction if he does. If I can't get his reaction, I do apologize in advance. But with these type of, you know, high-end clients, usually it's really hard to get them in on certain times just because, you know, he's might be at practice or something. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys can, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Really brings an inner child out of me because this is truly a dream of mine that I'm living right now, that I've always had ever since I was younger. So truly appreciate every single one of you guys that are subscribed, that you like, that you comment. If you guys keep doing that for me, it would only fuel me more to continue on getting these videos out for you guys. With that being said, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.